Hello and welcome to Paul's Racing Channel and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by upshiftstore.co.uk. This is round 2 then of our Super Formula Championship from Suzuka in Japan. So after round 1 in Monza, we're here. The drivers are ready. So let's take a look at the grid then. So we've got Wadru in pole position. We've got Too Fast in second, Chuck in third, Dyson fourth, Thomas in fifth, Jerry sixth, Paul in seventh, Rodders in 8th, Jim Bob in 9th, Ginger in 10th, DJ 11th, Dan Bailey in 12th, Molson 13th and Unforgiven in 14th. So 14 cars on the grid, so almost a full grid of 16. So that's good to see here at League 1. So let's get this action going. So we remember, got a couple of stops here, 34 laps round Suzuka. And away we go. Audrey takes them away then off a pole. Good start by everybody by the looks of it. As they head down to turn 1. And Too Fast, just splitting the two Cannon cars at the moment in second place. Audrey's teammate Chuck, there he is in third. So all clean through that first right-hander. And through the snaky section here by the looks of it. So everyone's looking pretty good. Chuck just trying to keep with Too Fast if he can. He's chasing Wadru down in pole, in first I should say, and Chuck then wants to try and get up into second place behind his teammate if he can. So he's going to be trying all he can at the moment to do that. Now to that tight hairpin, down to 45, 50 mile an hour around now. Second gear, third gear up the gearbox now, and can get a good drive out of there. This is one of the fastest parts of the layout here, and Chuck then, and a little bit squiggly, a little bit out, and a little bit of late braking. He's going to go wide, and he's going to be well out there into the dirty stuff. Yeah, and he's dropping down 7th, going to lose 8th, possibly even 9th here. Yeah, he does get back to 9th place. Molson's going to be looking as well, and he got back down to 10th then, so all the way back down from Chuck. Just got himself out wide into the dirty stuff, and that was the end of that. So let's have a quick look back up top though. Audrey there, clean out in front. Got Too Fast in second, Thomas third, made his way up to third place, Thomas with Dyson in fourth and Paul fifth, Jerry sixth, so 4 cars here in a row. Dyson attacking Thomas, Jerry attacking Paul. So he head down to turn 1. Not going to get that made, I don't think. No, Paul then. Oh, runs a little bit wide himself there. That's going to give Jerry a little opportunity. No, not close enough. So Paul in 5th place then, still stays there. Yeah, Dyson still in 4th. Jerry then Rodders. So 5th for Paul. There's Jerry. 6th place. Oh, and Dyson attacking Paul up the inside, or was it Paul attacking Dyson? I think it was Paul attacking Dyson, was on the outside, though that weren't going to happen. So let's have a look, see if Paul can get Dyson here at the hairpin. It's not going to be close enough there. Slowest corner on the circuit. As you would have gathered by now, it's the full GP circuit here. Jerry being attacked by Rodders then. Rodders on the outside. Oh, didn't quite get there. The Rodders did try to go around the outside. Going to look round again, another look now. But no, nothing there. So Jerry then remains in 6th place. Rodders runs a bit wide. Jim Bob behind him in 8th. He's going to be having a look. Longest back straight. This car's got a bit of DRS as well, as you know. Oh, and he's got him as I think Rodders on a little switch back there, gets him to 6th place. Can he hold it onto the chicane? He can. Great pass. So courtesy of a little bit of DRS and a bit of slip as well. So he gets past Jerry there. He drops back down to 7th then. 8th we've got Jim Bob. Good to see Jim Bob here competing. Coming as a bit of a wild card for this round. It's good to see him there. Jim Bob. Molson in 9th. In that plain white livery car with them luminous wheels. Molson in 9th then we've got DJ in 10th. It's on the medium tyres, so these are probably all the medium boys here. Dan in 11th. There's mediums as well. Being hounded by Ginger in 12th. Oh, goes a bit wide, does Dan. That's going to give Ginger an opportunity to get in, but he's on the outside. Might not worry about it. Might get that sweeping. No, it gets past him, well clear of him before he gets to the bend even. So Ginger gets through. Oh, scribble from Dan. It's going to give Chuck an opportunity, is it, to get through. Chuck on the inside. Yeah, little gap there opened up. Chuck's got him, I think. Yeah, he's got through. So after his little mistake, Chuck is trying to make up some places. He's on just the soft tyres, so maybe that was a small factor in the mistake. I think it was more just the fact he ran wide a little bit, to be fair. So 12th for Chuck, down in 13th, and Unforgiven in 14th. So not like Unforgiven to see him back there, but medium charge for him, and a long way to go. Only, 5 minutes into this race. Let's go and have a look back up top, because there has been a change, and it is Too Fast who's taken that lead up now. Too Fast there, and Thomas in second. That means Wadru must have had a mistake somewhere, as he's dropped back to third. He's on the softs, but he was way out in front, and so Thomas has taken the advantage, got through, but Too Fast now takes up that lead. So what can Too Fast do? Can he get himself a victory here in round 2? No reason why he can't. Looking comfortable out there at the moment. Going around the hairpin and power down, away he goes. Thomas there in second, trying to chase down Too Fast. Don't need to push too hard at this point of the race, but just needs to stay with the guy in front if he can. Certainly with him striking distance now. Now can he get a bit of DRS now and get himself close? Well, not at this point he can't, and he's not going to do it now up to this chicane, but on the brakes he'll be right at the back of Too Fast. There he is. So Thomas then looking like it's not going to be long before he attacks Too Fast, so we'll come back to that. Paul's got through on the Wadru as well, so well, I know Wadru, maybe he's just fuel saving, just biding his time, but Paul's got through to the third place then. It's unlike Wadru to see him back here in fourth, but I'm sure he's got a little plan in his head, and we'll see how that works out by the time this race finishes in 29 laps time. So Wadru fourth then, and as I said in the last video of round 1, as much as some people don't like these open wheeler races, you've got to say the entertainment value is top dollar. Gives some great racing. Obviously the speed of these cars, the agility of them, you know, it all just gives great racing, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing at the moment, and what we did see at Monza too, as Wadru attacks Paul again. So maybe he's thinking, well, no, don't want to go down any further than this. Paul for doing nicely at the moment, but I'm not getting any further down, so let me attack Paul. So here we go. He's going to be into striking distance here. I think Paul might just use a little bit of DRS there, just to try and pull away from Wadru, but so head up into this chicane to complete lap 5. Too Fast still out in front, Thomas second, then Paul, Wadru, we're Dyson in 5th place. And this little battle still goes on, and Rodders has actually got past Jerry now as well, so Rodders up in the 6th place, Jerry 7th. Front 4 just pulled away quite a big gap actually. Now Rodders though looking like he wants to attack Dyson. Jerry going with him as well. So we kind of got a few groups being split up here. We've got the front four, then these three, and then Jim Bob, who's still holding his own there in 8th place, with Chuck not too far behind. And then this little battle goes on, DJ attacking Molson, or Molson attacking DJ, and whichever way it was, they're attacking each other. Oh, and Molson big off, and he takes DJ out with him as well, and what a disaster for both of them. They come back onto the track, Unforgiven just coming in the shot there, still in 14th, but Molson just got himself out on the grass, I think. He lost it, went across the track, took DJ out at the same time, and they dropped them back down to 12th and 13th place. Unforgiven now is going to be looking at Molson. So that was a bit messy, wasn't it, under the bridge by Molson and DJ, but and then racing incidents. Now can Unforgiven get Molson here at the back of the field? Well, it might well get him up here at the chicane. He's on the outside though. Oh, and they touched wheels. And that was dicey. But they got through there, okay. So Molson's still in 13th. Unforgiven 14th. Let's go back up and just have a look at one of these battles up here. It's Chuck being hounded by Jim Bob, and in fact Chuck's got through, hasn't he, on Jim Bob, because he was ahead of him. So Chuck's making his way through. He's in through to 8th now. He's trying to get away from Jim Bob now if he can, trying to catch that group in front of him, which, well, it's a little way up the road, but he might well be able to do it. Tyres are beginning to wear down, but probably got a few more laps out of these, I would think. So let's just have a look ahead of Chuck and see what's happening. So Jerry's still behind Rodders. There's Rodders there in 6th, who's trying to chase down Dyson, but Dyson looking comfortable in 5th at the moment. And just as I say that, he does the Chuck move, and the Chuck line, I should say, gets himself out there on the dirty stuff, drops 2 spots back to 7th. So that brings Rodders up to 5th and Jerry up to 6th. So that was a little mistake from him. Wadru still in 4th, still behind Paul in 3rd. And he's certainly just saving a bit of fuel here, isn't he? Getting himself behind Paul. In no rush whatsoever at the moment. But he can't quite get past him at the moment, can he? Paul in 3rd place. And then the leader, too fast, still being attacked by Thomas. Too fast then. Under pressure from Thomas now. Thomas is really edged up and got right behind Too Fast. Now there's opportunity up here at the back straight to get past if he wants. It's whether he wants to bide his time or not, or yeah, it looks like he probably is just taking it easy at the minute, because he had the opportunity, although as I look there, not quite make it there. I think he was just having a little sniff. Ooh, gets himself out there, nearly lost it, big time from Thomas, but held that well. It's just giving Too Fast the opportunity to just pull a few more car lengths from him. So just puts that pressure off a little bit now, Too Fast, but still can see the yellow flash behind him of Thomas. Wadru has got through past Paul then, so here he comes. He's had enough of sitting behind Paul. He's on his way. See if he can get himself onto the back of Thomas and Too Fast. Get him into that fight for the lead. He's in third at the moment. So maybe it's time now for him to think about pushing up. Paul in fourth. Got really no pressure whatsoever behind him at the moment. There's a big gap back to Rodders, who's in fifth place in his little gaggle of cars. Still remain there though in fifth, Jerry sixth. And Dyson in seventh. So it's all pretty settled at the moment, not really any real major things going on. We're going to be coming into the first stop territory though soon. So this is when the fun begins. This is where the field gets shuffled up out a bit and strategy starts to come into play. Dyson then into the chicane at the first gear, through there, second, third, fourth. Right up to sixth gear to turn one. Chuck behind him. It looks like he's closing in a little bit actually, doesn't it, Chuck? Onto Dyson. But not quite there yet. And Jim Bob still holding his own in ninth. Doing well, Jim Bob, actually. First time he's been in with the championship here with these boys. And well, he looks like he can handle it, doesn't it, at the moment, for sure. Looks a pretty steady driver. Well, of course we know Jim Bob anyway from the BTCC Championship, so we know what he's about anyway, but good to see him here in these Super Formula cars. Ginger, meanwhile, 10th place. Bit of a lonely race now, Ginger. Comes around these double left-hand turns. And up the back straight. Bit of wobble on there from Ginger. It's sort of trademark wobble really, isn't it? We see it a lot in whatever car he's driving. But there he goes then to complete another lap. Unforgiven in 11th, so moved up a couple of spots. Unforgiven. Goes over the start finish in 11th place. We've got Dan in 12th. Jim Bob's teammate. For this round, and in the Vodafone cars, Molson 13th. After he's off with DJ in 14th, so the two that was involved, or Molson and then tagged DJ in 13th and 14th, so yeah, didn't really help anybody, did it? But back up top though, and Thomas, he has taken that lead from Too Fast. And Wadru has got onto the back of these two now, as I predicted, and it's these three going along start finish now. Thomas taking up the lead. I'd imagine maybe one more lap, maybe two at a push. But for these guys before they come in for their first stop. But Wadru now Looking like he's getting into his rhythm. Behind too fast. So I think it's going to be between these three, if I'm honest. They're getting a bit of a gap now. Paul's just dropping back in fourth, but he's on his own, but he just can't stay with these three. So it could be just these three that are fighting it out to the end. This could be your podium places or your podium drivers come the end, but in what positions? Have to wait and find out. Wadru could well be in at the end of this lap for his stop. Thomas though, let's just stay with him as he comes to the end of this lap, just to see if he's going to come in now or whether he's going to stay out for one more. They come through the chicane and then the pit lane, and the pit entrance is just to the right. No, he's staying out. Looks like they all are. Well, Wadru's in actually. Didn't think Wadru could get another one in, so Wadru's the first one to go in. So that brings Paul up into third then, courtesy of Wadru being in the pits. So Thomas and Too Fast though, staying out for at least another lap. Paul's obviously got another lap as well. Wadru just dropping down to sixth, but of course he's going to be coming out on fresher tyres. We'll have to see what compound it is when we go back to him. But whatever it is, has it paid off to come in now? So we'll have to find out, wait and see. Rodder's up to fourth now. Jerry, I think it was just Wadru that came in. Everybody else, by the looks of it, have all decided to stay out for another lap. Jerry doing his best to try and compete with Rodders, but Rodders just clearing off a little bit up the road. There he is. It's all pretty spaced out here. Little battle going on near the back of the pack, I believe, but want to stick with the two front boys at the moment and just see if it's time for these to come in, because Too Fast is getting onto the back of Thomas. But it's pointless taking him really, because they're going to be coming in. I suppose it's the first one to whoever can go into the pits in the lead, in theory, should come out in front as they both go in. So they're both in there. So Paul, yeah, he's in as well. So Paul goes in as well. So Rodders now, he's going to be coming in. So it's about the time, 13 laps in. The guys are all going to be thinking about going in. Oh, someone's gone out wide. Who was that? That was Dyson being attacked by Chuck then. So Dyson's going to lose another spot. And that was a bit close there. But 7th place then for Dyson. They're all going in, all diving in now. So it's all time for everybody to come in. So with that in mind, I think it's probably Jim Bob who's staying out. So Jim Bob got plenty of fuel at the moment, but he's being attacked by Wadru, who's gone into the lead. Thomas comes out in second though, but Wadru comes out on his medium, so Wadru in medium tyres for this second stint. Thomas right up behind him. He's on the mediums too, so there's a good stop from Thomas actually, wasn't it? Too Fast, a couple of places behind. He's got himself in between him, or Jim Bob I should say, he's got himself in between Thomas and Too Fast. But Thomas then came in and came out, and it was a good stop obviously to get himself back up into the fray as Jim Bob goes off onto the grass. And well, to be fair, that's just what Too Fast wanted, because that gets him back up into the battle at the top here. So it's these three still, but in a different position. Wadru out top now. Came in a lap earlier, didn't he? So in theory he'll be going in a lap earlier as well in the next stint. All depends, I suppose, how the medium tyres fare and the fuel. Oh, and Thomas attacking. Oh, that was close from Thomas, but looks like he got himself into the slip there of Wadru. Another opportunity down here, the start of finish. Can you get Wadru down here at turn 1 as DJ comes in the pits now? No, not far enough past Wadru, so just sits there behind him, too fast. He's glad he's got past Jim Bob now. He can focus on the guys in front, get that first place if he can. He's got something to focus on, hasn't he? The 2 cars ahead of him, he can just keep it clean and don't make no mistakes. He could be on for the win here, too fast. So it's going to be between these 3. Paul in 4th. He's come out, he's gone in, come out on mediums as well. So it looks like a lot of guys have decided that mediums are the best second option. Jim Bob in 5th. He hasn't gone in yet, has he? So he's actually made these tyres and the fuel last a long time. So 15 laps, he's going to get almost 16 laps out of these first set. So that's good going from Jim Bob, and to still be in 5th place. That's excellent. So he's on the super softs, of course. So let's see what he comes out on once he comes out. But got to go in now, surely he has. So he's in. Rodder's in 6th place. Another one on the mediums. He's gonna take Jim Bob while he's in the stop, he says confidently. So Rodder's up to 5th now. Yeah, he's clear of the exit there. So yeah, he's ahead of Jim Bob and Jerry. Chuck in 7th. Dice in 8th. And then DJ just coming over now as we see Jim Bob leaving the pits, but he's going to get him. So DJ in 9th, Jim Bob then comes out in 10th place. Unforgiven 11th, Ginger 12th. There's Unforgiven. Oh, a bit of a lock up there, wasn't that, from Unforgiven? Turn 1, possibly. So still in 11th then, Unforgiven. Ginger 12th. Trying all he can to get onto the back of Unforgiven to try and get in a lock up behind there. Was that a smoke in front? It was, and Unforgiven ran wide because see the dust get up, and Ginger's going to have the opportunity to get past on the outside, and he locks up as well. So a lot of wheel locking, tyre squealing there, and Ginger, has he got it? He has, up the inside of Unforgiven. So combination of a few mistakes there, wasn't it, in a couple of corners from these boys. So Ginger 11th, Unforgiven 12th. Soft for the Unforgiven there. So I think Ginger is on the mediums. Oh, and Ginger is all over the road, isn't he? Up on the grass, and he's got to be careful. He don't want to be getting himself too far on them white lines. Oh, and he's going to be attacking the Unforgiven. Surely going to go up the inside of Ginger. Yeah, no problem. Good pass, Ginger fighting back, but yeah, as clean as you like through there. Good pass from Unforgiven in 11th place, and Molson's back in the back in this little battle. These two were fighting it out. That's brought him back into play. Molson then sign up 11th place, and then behind him Dan. Watch him brief. There in 14th. Runs wide, Ginger. Molson up the inside. No. Close that was. Molson thought about it. Just shut the door a little bit, did Ginger. Dan now at the back of Molson having a look, and there wasn't really a gap there, was there? And he's ran by Molson, I think, and he's out there and he's on the sand, and oh my goodness me, unfortunate for Molson again. That's twice now that he's had a little mistake like that.